So we have 2 bushels to can, so we're going to get started. So right here, we're going to be boiling the peaches for like 30 seconds. Put them in this ice cold water so that it cools down. And then we're gonna cut them in half. Well, we're gonna peel them, then cut them in half, and then put them in this anti-darkening solution. Skins, pits.
Now we start filling the jars. So pit side down. So strain out the water. And put them in pit side down, fill them up, quart size jars. So they're all filled up pit side down, peaches are all halved. Now I'm trying to get the bubbles out. Remove any kind of air that might have gotten trapped in there when I was filling it with the water. We do not do syrup, we just can them in our water. They did have an anti-darkening agent that we used citric acid for that. As we were having them, we had them sitting in citric acid water so they would stay nice and bright. Get all those bubbles out and have a 1/2 inch. I'm going to go around and make sure I've got a 1/2 inch of water or head space before the water. Wiping all the rims. There. Now for tops. And then on go the rings. Alright, and then they are ready to go into the water bath canner. And we can fit 7 quarts and put them all in. The water should go about an inch or so over the top of the jar. Alright, so now we wait for the pot to get up to a rolling boil. Once it gets to a rolling boil, I usually turn down the temp so it's not too crazy, and typically about the The first notch above medium does the trick, and then it'll sit for 30 minutes after that boil, held at a boil, 30-minute process time. Turn it off.
All right, our timer went off, so now these jars are going to be sitting here. They're cooling in here for 5 minutes, and then we're going to take them out and put them on the towel. Alright, so the fruit leather is done, and now I'm packaging it. So basically, that's what it looks like. Okay, we'll see how well this works. This is our first time using these new trays. There. This is a sheet of fruit leather. It's now out of the dehydrator, so I've got a cutting board. I'm going to set it on, and I'm going to cut it into strips. Like that. So they've got like an organic look to them. And then any spare pieces go in the tiny. Now I've got the first tray processed. It's the slips, so I'll take a wide mouth quart jar and I will pack this in, and if it's too big, I just break off whatever's above the rim. Alright, the fruit leather is done. So right here we are laying out peaches to freeze dry.
And freeze drying the peaches is a healthier way of preserving our food. It keeps all the nutrients at the time that we process them. That freezes and then dries them, and they kind of get more of like a crunchy, kind of compared, I guess, to styrofoam, even though that's not very appealing and it's actually quite delicious. But more of a texture like that, and you can rehydrate or just eat it as is. But how fresh the peaches are now, and all the flavor and nutrients that are in them now will still be in it 20 years from now when we package it properly into Mylar bags and with oxygen absorbers.
And I will leave the link to this product in the description because we do sell freeze-dried peaches.